Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2014 Women's College World Series.
We are here with Alabama. To my right, head coach Patrick Murphy, Jacqueline Trina, Leona Lafaeli, and Molly Fichtner. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach Murphy.
Just an awesome game tonight. I thought it was a made-for-TV sporting event. The way it ended, the way it played out, just two really, really good teams with two very good pitchers going at it, and I couldn't be more pleased to stay in the winners bracket.
Thanks, Coach. Just a reminder to raise your hand and wait for the microphone, and to please state your name and affiliation before asking your question. We'll go to the floor for questions.
Tommy Dees, Tuscaloosa News. Leona, you had a pretty intense look on your face during that swing. Can you just take us through that at-bat and what the approach was?
My approach to the at-bat was just get my barrel there. Nunley is a great, fantastic pitcher, and she's been mowing teams down. And Kentucky definitely had momentum coming into the game, but my approach was just get my barrel there and trust it. And that's what we've been working on, to just trust your swing and get your barrel there, and the results will come.
Michael Cascaranda, AL.com. Just for all three of you guys, what was the emotion like? Bases loaded, no outs. What were you feeling?
Jacqueline, do you want to start?
That's why you play the game. You play the game for those pressure situations. And I've gotten myself into those situations before, and I felt like I knew I could get out of it. When Steph came out to the pitcher's mound, she just told me a plan, and we went with it, and just had confidence in my teammates and my pitches.
Leona?
It was intense. It's my first World Series, and that was definitely by far the most pressure I've been on. But I had so much faith in Jack in the defense, and I knew she was going to get out of it. Like, I had total trust in her. And whenever she pitched a strike, I was like, yes, I know you're going to do it. Even if it was a ball, I knew she was going to do it. I just had total faith in her and the defense.
Molly?
Going with that, Jacqueline, I think it starts in the circle with her, and she was very calm, and it gives off a calming effect to everybody else around her. So I really think it started with her and her confidence that we were going to get out of it, and it just bled to everybody else, and we knew.
Coach?
I'm good.
No nerves?
Oh, no.
Yeah, for Molly and for Jacqueline, can you just talk about the pitching through the until the no-hitter was broke up, and she seemed to have as much command as she's probably had all season, and the same for you, Jack?
Jacqueline?
We just were mixing it up, and I felt good with everything. We're mixing in the off speed, we threw the screw, we're just throwing a lot of different things, and I was getting in a rhythm. And second, third time through the lineup, they're a good team. They're gonna put the ball in play, and we just have to make adjustments from there.
I agree with that. Jackie, she hit her spots every pitch. We didn't throw one or two pitches the whole game. We mixed it up a lot. They're a great hitting team, so we had to. But she did a great job pitching different pitches.
Joe Bettner, Fansided. Coach Murphy, you're one win away from the WCWS Finals. How do you avoid looking ahead to that and keeping your team poised for the next game?
Well, hopefully we'll get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow because we got the day off. But we'll practice, do a little bit, get out of the hotel, and then, kind of pay attention to what happens tomorrow, because it's going to be a long day for a couple teams, and, then go over some scouting reports, whoever it's going to be. But, this is the way it was in 2012, and I think the 9 kids that have been here before will let the other ones know that, there's no such thing as a sure thing, and you got to keep your eyes on the prize all the time.
Patrick, 15 years ago, this was a Pac-10, Pac-12 dominated World Series. 7 out of 8 teams would be out of the West. Now we ended up with the 2 undefeated teams in this tournament are from the SEC. Do you think the shift is because you see better pitching and hitting consistently in your conference than other conferences? Hate to put you on the spot, old friend, but
No, I just think there's kids all over the country. You know, Hannah Rogers is from down Lake Wales, right? Down there where Jackie's from. The two pitchers, the main pitchers, one's from Naples and the other's from Lake Wales, Florida. And I just think that they've grown up watching this event on television all over the country. There's good players everywhere. And I just think the game has evolved. There's great coaching all over the country now. Just the athletes are there, and some of them choose to play softball. And we're just really lucky that we have Jackie on our side. And I know the SEC, you know, to go through a 24-game schedule is very, very tough, and you're prepared every weekend. Because if you're not, you're going to get beat. But I know the Pac-12, they challenge themselves every weekend as well. You know, Big 12 too. I just think there's so many good athletes now in the South that are staying home playing softball at all the SEC schools, and we can compete with anybody.
Pete LaFleur, College Softball 360 coach. I asked you this 2 years ago about defense, and it seems like so much of softball is about, you know, we've even seen it this week. There's 3 one-hitters yesterday, the home run ball, run rule games, and yet both games today there were several defensive plays that were huge. Even in the double play that ends the game tonight, who knows what would have happened? Molly throwing out the runner. If you could just give us your insight on how defense plays such a role, but it's so overlooked oftentimes.
Well, it's too bad because it wins championships for sure. I mean, it starts obviously the 3 things in postseason softball to me is you got to have a good starting pitcher, and Jackie did her job. You got to have the key hit. Leona did her job. But the third thing is you got to play great team defense. And Danae Hayes and Kayla Hunt finished the game off, which I don't think anybody expected that. I think Hunt is just so experienced at second base that I think a lot of kids would have just been settled for the 1 out. But she caught it and got rid of it as quick as she could, and you know, we had the girl. It was the correct call.
Plus, if she throws it away, some runs come in.
Yeah, I mean, she's just very aggressive though, you know, and it was a good shot, and Leona made a good stretch. But defense is huge.
Patrick, and Jacqueline too, what lessons did you learn 2 years ago on how to handle this off day and then the Sunday thing that you'll apply this weekend?
She doesn't remember.
I was like, I don't remember practice.
Well, we'll definitely do something. You know, we'll get out of the hotel. They haven't seen their families at all week, so they're going to get some family time. They'll probably go shopping. But we'll definitely go hit, take some ground balls. She's going to get it in a hot tub and a cold tub, and, you know, they need to get their bodies, again, back in normal shape. But don't overdo it, you know. And you don't want them tired for Sunday. And then if they come out here and watch, they can't sit in the sun for 6 hours because that's going to drain them more than anything. So that we have to be really smart of what they're going to do. And, you know, I think we'll keep them under wraps a little bit, but they'll be fine.
Leona, what are you thinking when you see that double play start? You know, the ball is going to be coming to you. What's going through that mind?
Oh gosh, I was just in my head. I was just like, finish it. I don't care if I have to do the splits for that ball. You finish that play. I don't care if it was in the dirt. I was gonna get that ball because a lot of Murph is right. A lot of girls wouldn't turn that play. So you know you have to finish it, and you know it just feels great because they're just such great teammates, and I can't even believe they turned that play, but. All I could think was finish it, and it was such a great way to finish that game. I mean, my first game, oh my gosh, so much pressure. And it was awesome. Yeah, Kayla Hunt did her thing.
Jackie, in terms of your velocity in this tournament, has it been, you know, your high 60s? I was told the 72 you were hitting is like the fastest anyone was throwing in this whole tournament so far. Has your velocity been, you're talking about mixing your pitches, but velocity makes a big difference from 43 feet.
Yeah.
a couple miles an hour can make a huge difference. Has it been like that way all season? Coming back from your injury last year, what's been the progression on the velocity?
I mean, I've been throwing that. I think I've been pretty consistent all year with that. But I do like to mix it up, and yeah, sometimes it is nice when you can just blow it by them. But yeah, just working on staying healthy and keeping myself.
It definitely was lower last year, though.
Yes, sir, definitely was.
Anything else?
On plays like that last play, are you able to tell when the runner's safe, when the runner's out, or can you hear her foot hit the bag or anything like that?
Well, I always think they're out no matter what. Whenever Hunt throws it or Danae throws it, I'm just like, what? When she calls it safe, I'm like, what? She's out. But I always think they're out no matter what because I want the out. So I got to think they're out. Unless it's like a Haley McClenny, then I'm like, she probably was safe. But no, definitely, gosh, I can't even get over it. Hunt and Danae, great middles. Jackie, great. Molly, just such a great defense. And I'm so happy, and it's an honor to be a part of that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Looking for a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount on all regular price bats on the website. That's right, $30 discount. Just text the word Fastpitch to 555-888 and Gary will send you a discount code good for $30 off your next softball bat at SoftballJunk.com. FYI, that code's also good at the Arlington, Texas store. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.